Hello and welcome to a video on an introduction onto my new online course, Astrology and Spiritual Development, that is starting this April in 2021. So here is an introduction to it about all the details of what we cover, what to expect if you sign up for the course. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, Astrology and Spiritual Development. This is going to be a 12-week live interactive course on Zoom. So you need to register or be on Zoom to take part in the course. The simple reason it's easy to use. I use it for most of my consultations now. And it means I can share the screen as well. So do what I'm doing right now. So it's very easy for me. So you need to sign up with Zoom to get involved in the course. Each lesson is going to be an hour and a half. And I will also send and add YouTube videos to students within the group as part of the homework, and also just to give some more details on some of the stuff that I'm teaching. There will be 20 minutes each lesson for a Q&A at the end. So although it's an interactive group and I encourage people to ask questions, there may be deeper questions that you need to ask at the end, and therefore I give a little space for those questions to be asked to me and the group. Okay, once you have completed the level 1 successfully, you'll receive a certificate at the end signed by myself, and that will enable you to enroll for the level 2 Astrology and Spiritual Development course. You'll be given homework for each lesson, and that's to be completed each week, and that's to essentially see how you are progressing and developing in your astrological studies. What does level 1 cover, and what does it hope to achieve? Well, on the very basic level, the purpose of this course is for the student to have a clear understanding of the basics of how to read a birth chart, while also developing their own spiritual intuition. I work as an astrologer, but I also work as, I suppose the description is a psychic astrologer, and I like to work with symbols. And when you work with astrology, symbols are really, really important. So it's getting to know those symbols on the unconscious, and therefore to become more conscious, and they open up the intuitive faculty. So I think this is really kind of important in terms of not just from the astrological level, but from your own spiritual development, which I want to encourage in this course. The benefits of the course, well, you're working in a small group. It's going to be a maximum of 8 people. And what I will also be doing is adding people to a private Facebook group so they can exchange ideas, talk about opinions, and really bring about that meeting new people and really working as a group. And that's a really important aspect in any education field, is to create that group and to meet new people who are like-minded like yourself. A bit about me. Well, I've been a professional astrologer, psychic for over 20 years now, and have taught for many, many years, and done many, many consultations over the years, and I've got quite a good CV now that's built up. So I'm passing on my experience, and I think that's really kind of important when, you know, your teacher obviously is a full-time working astrologer. There's not many of us around, actually. The ability to progress in the astrological field, to be able to look what else is going on, to be able to embrace some of the different disciplines that are out there. It's a really good community to get involved in, and this course will help you to be exposed to that. And most importantly, this course is about having a deeper understanding of yourself. And you do this by studying your own birth chart. That's how you learn. And by doing that, gain an understanding of yourself, who you are, where you've come from, where you're going, the cycles that you've been under, some of the patterns of behavior that continue, and fundamentally, what's your own spiritual path. Understanding that means that you can help others in the future. So what do we cover? Well, it's a 12-week course. So week 1 will be an introduction to astrology and its history. In week 2, we look at the birth chart as from a spiritual perspective, the meaning of it, and you're given some meditation exercises to work with. Week 3 is the elements, of course, the fire, the earth, the water and the air, and the modes of expression, the cardinal, the fixed and the mutable signs. Week 4 is going to be a relationship between the sun and the moon, and the node axis, but the south node and north node, and the meaning of that as well. Week 5 is the zodiac signs and their meaning. When I say meaning, I also mean hidden meaning. You may think that you know some of the signs of the zodiac, but there's undercurrents and hidden meanings that give a far more detailed account of each sign of the zodiac. Week 6, introduction to the inner planets. They are Mercury, Venus, Mars, and I include Jupiter and Saturn in there that we'll be looking at. And then in week 7, we go into the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and the asteroid Chiron. On week 8, an introduction to the houses, the angular houses, first of all. They are the house 1, 4, 7, and 10. And in week 9, we go into the houses, look at them 2, 5, 8, and 11. And then in week 10, we look at houses 3, 6, 9, and 12. In the week 11, aspects and the meaning, that means conjunctions, squares, trines, sextiles, quincunx, semisextiles. And week 12 is interpretation and putting it all together. So, term dates, times, and costs. These are the important aspects, aren't they? Well, this particular course is going to start online on April the 8th, 2021, and that runs till June the 24th, which will be the last lesson, and that's every Thursday night. This is 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. GMT time. The cost for the whole 12 weeks is £225. And in order to book your place, it's a £45 non-refundable deposit to secure your place. And full payment, of course, before this course starts. This is a huge opportunity to study a great subject, but also learn about yourself and to possibly ignite a new career change. Anyway, hopefully I will be teaching you soon. But until then, I'll see you then.